Peacock here, welcome. Hope you had an amazing weekend and you got out to hang out with your friends and just chill out and just enjoy your weekend. Some of you may have gone out and done some protesting, and I hope that was very good for you, and you feel as if your message has been heard slightly, or maybe a lot. We'll see what happens in the future. But one of the things I wanted to look at today is the law of action and reaction. And what I was looking at and why I decided to have a look in this area today was for the amount of times that we try to get things done and we look to have people, we want to get our point across in a conversation, or we want to have a certain thing happen in our area of our life. We're wanting to change what's going on, and yet how often are we getting caught in the story or the conflict that's going on, and we don't allow ourselves to stay open to be able to communicate what we're really saying. Because one thing that we look at is the action. The law of action comes from our thoughts and what we're projecting out onto the universe and onto our subconscious mind and the universe and pure consciousness. And when we send out a vibration or a certain signal, one of the things that we look at is, hold on, how am I sending that signal out? And we may want to get our point across. We may want to get our beliefs across, or our narrative across of what we believe is going on. And it depending on how we hold that narrative or that perception and how we send it out into the universe gives us the response that's really going on. So one of the things that we need to look at, and one of the things for us to look at, is the drivers behind what we're actually saying. Because think about it. How often have you had someone at work or someone in your space or in your life and they were irritating you? And the more that you thought about how much they irritated you, the more irritation there was for you. Yet when we stop and we go, well, hold on, what's actually irritating me here? We bring it to the surface. We actually look at it, and we can, if we say something with an open heart, we can say almost anything to anybody. But when we come at them and we are telling them or controlling it or trying to dominate it, and you think about this in your life, when someone's telling you you have to do something, how open are you to receive it? Again, the action is like coming out and dominating over the top, and you'll tend to find that you push back. Yet when we come from it from a place of open and kindness and this is what's up for me, or this is how I'm perceiving what's going on, and you have your truth underneath you, well, from where I'm standing, this is what it looks like. And when we are in that place, we notice that the universe responds differently to us. You look at the protests on the weekend, most of them were very calm. They get a different response because they're able to be heard. If you look last week in the States at the protests when they were doing the rioting and the looting and things like that, it was force meeting force. No one's listening to anything because both are shut down in defense mode. And one of the things that when we look at the law of attraction, or law of action, when we go into it, it's our thoughts that we're projecting out there, but it's the emotion that is underneath those thoughts that are the drivers that'll draw something to us or propel it away from us. If we've got a negative thought about somebody and we are talking to them, the harshness and the negativity will come out in our energy field towards them, and then they will respond accordingly. So when we become aware of this, we can then start changing our conversations with others and ourselves. How often have you been having negative thoughts towards yourself and you wonder why you keep getting negative realities showing up in your life? When you change the subtle vibration and the thoughts and the feelings towards self, you find that things start to flow better for you. When you stay in the happiness and peace and harmony and gratitude, you tend to find your life tends to flow a heck of a lot better. Yet we see people out there, and you notice this in the world, where people are trying to get their point across. The ones that get it across are the ones that come from that place of harmony. So what's your conversations with yourself today, and what's your conversations with others? And notice if you are coming across, and look at the drivers underneath. Are you coming across from loving kindness, or are you coming across from fear or control and wanting to dominate over the top to get your way, to make your way right? And your way may be what needs to happen. But when we're going over the top and bashing the shit out of someone, we'll find nothing but resistance all along the way. When you can tweak it to having it in a place of coming from pure control, pure knowingness in yourself, and you are solid like a mountain, you find you will then be able to step through. And it's just something to notice. You'll find your relationships change, your interaction changes when you come from this place of the feeling tone of being in peace and harmony and gratitude when you're sharing your message. So just have a look at where you are today, go about it, see what it looks, and notice if you're getting resistance or you are getting a better result from being peaceful. Just something to think about, something to play with. Have an awesome day, and I look forward to catching up with you tomorrow. Blessings.